The most beautiful names of God, the one and only God Almighty said, say, God is the creator of all things, and He is the one, the Supreme. And God Almighty said, say, He is God. 1. It is proven in the Sunnahs that the Messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, heard a man say, O God, I ask you that I bear witness that you are God, there is no God but you. The One, the Eternal, the one who neither begets nor is born, and there is no one equal to him. He said, he has asked God by his name, by which he gives, and when called upon, he answers. Narrated by the authors of Sunan with an authentic chain of transmission. The meaning of the one, that is, the one who has no second, no partner, no like, no equal, and no similar. He, glory be to him, is the one with whom there was no one, without peer, without a partner, who is unique in all perfection, glory, majesty, greatness, beauty, and praise. He is the one and only in his attributes, there is nothing like him, and there is no one equal to him. God is one and unique in his lordship. For he is the creator and owner who disposes of his creation as he pleases. He is the one and only in his divinity, so no one who is worshipped deserves all kinds of worship except him, the Almighty. He is one and unique in his names and attributes, unique in his beautiful names with which he called himself, and in his attributes with which he described his exalted self in his noble book and the Sunnah of his Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace. As for the difference between one and one, scholars have differed regarding this in two opinions. First, there is no difference between them, rather they have the same meaning, so it is permissible to say, one is two. Just as it is permissible to say, one is two in successive numbers. Second, Al-Wahid and Al-Ahad are not synonymous names, but rather there is a difference between them. Al-Azhari said, nothing is described with oneness other than God Almighty, so it is not said, the man of one, nor the dirham of one, but rather it is said, one man and one dirham, and it is said, one is an attribute of God Almighty that he monopolizes, so nothing partners with him. Refining the language, the difference was said, one is a name for the beginning of the number, so it is said, 1, 2, and 3. As for one, the number ends with it, so it is not said, 1, 2, 3. It was said otherwise, and God knows best. The requirement of the two names of God, the one and only, and their effect, these two names indicate the oneness of God Almighty, and one of the most obligatory duties on servants is to unite God Almighty and single him out in his lordship, divinity, names, and attributes. There is no Muslim who does not know this truth and act according to it. The origin of the principles in Islam is the monotheism of God Almighty and not associating others with him. Therefore, God named himself with these two names so that the oneness of God Almighty will continue to be invoked in the minds of his servants, and for them to fulfill the duty of monotheism to the fullest. Face.